Well, friends, today we are doing another live stream. Outrageous. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you this time with another motherfucking live stream. Brilliant. How are you? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. What will I do here? Welcome, Pulpa Femo. How are you doing? Can you hear me all right? Is everything okay? People have been teasing me about my audio recently. How mean they are. Welcome, Germs. Welcome, Dushan. Welcome, Jeannie. I'm glad you can hear. I'm glad everything is fantastic and doing really well. Oh! Yes, yes, yes. How are you all doing? What do we have here? Please tell me what your scent of the day is. What fragrance have you been wearing today? Yeah, buddy! Welcome, Emre. You have worn Gucci Guilty Absolute to the office, and how was it? How did it go? Was it good? Was it everything you thought it would be? Welcome, Jared. Jared is when Bois d'Argent. I am looking to wear a lot of Bois d'Argent this spring, and possibly even summer. What the fuck is going on? Sorry. Yes, that's better. No, it's not. No, it's not. There we are. Batito de air. Hit the lick, friends. Yes, hit the lick. How are you doing? I am warm. I have a meeting tomorrow morning, which I am not looking forward to. 10 o'clock in the morning is fucking bad for my fucking spine, but I must get up and get ready. Does anybody have a heat pump? Does anybody in this chat have a heat pump? Because it looks like I'm going to be getting one. Meeting at the Pond Live. Caught up with Eugene's last stream and saw Lily's collection. Impressive. Don't tell Lily that, she'll get a big head. Welcome, Emre. Welcome, Germs. It was fantastic. Loved it. Brilliant. Evening, Bren. How are you? Emre's going to wear Hugo Boss #1. Nice. Is that the vintage one or is it the modern one? I have the vintage one. And I think I'm going to be wearing that in spring because it's a lot fresher than I thought. I'm really looking forward to wearing this patchouli patch in the autumn and winter. I might even wear it in the spring. It's very green and fresh. Friends, I am selling a Dior Privé. It's obviously not this. This is my scent of the day. The suggestions here are great always. Product loves boss number one. Caught up with Eugene's live stream. How are you searching for some vintage? Bonadiorio. Not really. The suggestions here are great as always, says Emery. Yes. Yes, it's true, they are. That's right. The fragrance I am selling for those who are into buying fragrances is this. Christian Dior Patchouli Imperial. It's what I am selling. How do you like them apples? Patchouli Imperial. So, this is how full it is. It's very full. I mean, there's about, I don't know, 15 mil missing, if that. I just don't think I'm going to wear it, to be honest. In fact, I haven't been wearing it. I'm asking for 500 quid. And that is what I want, if I'm being honest. It's worth that. In my onion, it is the vintage version. The vintage version. Beefy yawn. Oh, wow. Welcome, Beavis Bonds. Should have sold this before Coromandel. No, Coromandel would have shifted quicker. Scent of the day is Iris. In a way, I have been dousing myself in it lately, says Jordan. That is the Healy. I think that's reasonable for the giant one. Well, it's the vintage as well. It's got the, It's got the CD on it. It's the pre-2018 reformulation. This is a 2014 bottle. The batch code is 4U01. 4U. There you go. Compact discs in its germs, yes. MJ is wearing Monsieur. Not a big patchouli guy. Well, some of them I love. I've been wearing Egoist Cologne Concentrate today, and I've been getting smoke from it. I'll say something else about this bottle. The fucking sprayer is massive. It's massive. Like, and I put like 10 sprays on when I wear it. You know what I mean? But the spray is fucking huge, like. Sell it. Sell what? Oh. The Cologne Concentrate. I'll sell the Patchouli Imperial to you. You can come over and visit me for a little while. Oh my god. You can buy my Patchouli Imperial. My patchouli. Feel it pumping water at the university playground with those old sprays. Big units. Big open sprays. Bosh. I'll tell you what else I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell this. I bought it and never wear it. Although I think it is a good scent. Very Middle Eastern. This is called Warak. Warak by Kajal. I'll visit, but no deal on the patch, mate. You don't like the patch? Amen, says Proddy. What do you mean, amen? What do you mean, amen? God, it's warm in here. It's warm as fuck. Oh. You already have a big fat bottle of it. Oh. I bet Mitra would buy it. I don't know if you can actually take 450ml bottles on a plane. I think you might have to, like, divide it up. You know? I think the biggest bottle you could take is I think the biggest bottle you can take is like 150ml. Is it not? Welcome, Laura G. Opened YouTube and saw your own cat looking at you. Yes, he's spook. He is very spook. He is looking out from behind the wall, saying, "Who's there? Who will come and talk to me?" Lo and behold, it is his ma. Welcome, Paroli. 100ml for planes, says Jared. Aha. 100ml in hand luggage. Don't think there's any restrictions on checked baggage. No, that's the carry-on. I have shipped me backups to India, says Prodib. I see. Well, not too long ago and enjoyed it though, says James. I just prefer Javanese patch, Lidge, EDP and Borneo to it. Jeannie, I've had a really shit day. Lots of work, politics and shit, says Laura G. So popped in while running a bath. She is running the bath. Soon the cat will join her, because the cat cannot be alone for more than 5 seconds when mother is in the house. You know? I hope Laura G will enjoy the content I sent her. It was cat content too. Friends, we are into the last what? 3 days of winter. You know? The last 3 days of winter. Whatever will I wear? No, Baymax needs constant contact and attention and validation. Yes, he does. Thank fuck, says Laura G. Goodbye, winter. Yes, winter is going. Going away for another, what? 6 months? 7 months? My cats get quite protective when the humans are in the bath. Standing guard, says Jordan. Jordan, you never post your cats in the Discord. You should. Everyone would be very, very pleased to see them. Like the stream for Wee Lion-O as well. Jeannie is sick of winter too. Yes, it's time for a change, I think. It is most certainly time for a change. Hello, Germs and Saint Jenny. How are you too, says Antonio. Let's cancel next year's winter, says Germs. Nah. You cannot have spring and autumn without summer and winter. I want to wear some Healy again, says Saint Jenny. A breath and bloom with Riley. Which do you prefer more, Antaeus or Egoist? Ooh! Hard. Hard. Oh. Probably Antaeus. But just, I might change my answer soon though, so. I want to wear some Healy again. Says who? Prove it, says James. Welcome, Eugene. Let's be honest, says Proddy. Can one actually wear out fragrances in the winter, the cutting cold, etc.? It's just BS. Probably be so miserable. Antaeus, says James. Eugene, says James. Nice outdoor, outside and richer streaming. Fantastic. Nice. I was just talking about your stream, says Sanjini. She was, yes. I saw that Lily. Lily revealed herself. Well, her collection. Lily goes to Instagram to reveal herself. What will be Richard's first scent of the spring? Well, on the 1st of March, I will, as I always do, wear green Irish tweed. I wore it in the snow last year. It was snowing. Might start a petition. Cancel winter, says Laura J. Hello, everyone is saying hello. Jenny says, Eugene, didn't know you were a fan of the vintage D&G Pour Femme, one of my loves, says Saint Jenny. Emma says, can winter fragrances be worn in summer with subtler application? Yeah, it's just me. This is just the way I set up my collection. I split it in half. There's spring and summer, and there's autumn and winter. And I find that doing that helps keep my fragrances fresh to my nose so that the smell, like a little bit of self-denial, you know. Nothing wrong with a little bit of self-denial. And winter fragrance, oh, sorry. Have you tried any of the Le Bons Goubois? No, I haven't. No, I haven't, but I've heard people talking about them. Ha ha ha! Don't spread rumours about Lily. Lily unboxed herself. It was a big unboxing too. Huge. It's a beautiful jasmine. Yes, going to be controversial. Any scent can be worn any day. I want to wear a dark musky scent on a sunny day. Try and stop me, says Laura G. Well, I will not try and stop you, but I may judge you silently in mine head and say, that's naughty. You should not be doing that. Yes, I like that about your rotation. You appreciate the frags more when you've not worn them in a while. Yes, I like that. Ooh! Pour on water. That's another 5-litre bottle down. I will curse you. Bring on the judgment, says Laura G. Do not curse me, for I am already cursed. So I like that about your rotation. Duck's judgment comes for us all, says Germs. I think I might still be in a spicy mood after work shit, says Laura G. Laura G is being spicy. Were you spicy at work? Maybe I'll start some fights on the Discord. Laura G is going to beat some people up. Verbally. I will wear Ruardi in spring. Perfect. Smells of horse poo. Pour home water. Pour home water. There are many pour home waters. I might do an informal kind of. I might do an informal like count and see if I've got more pour homs for autumn and winter or for spring and summer. I did tell them that group punishment was a war crime and let that sink in. Rewarded with some paddock on the shoulders. I'm gonna wear loads of paddock. Loads of it. Scent of the evening is Nina Ricci Filius. Gucci Guilty Love Edition, says JTS. How do you find it? Top fragrance to wear when you're in raging at the world. Oh no. Please do not kill us all. Laura minus Gucci Guilty Absolute. Something spicy and red. Red tobacco, says Germs. How much of your collection is marketed for men versus women? Very few women's fragrances. Lots of unisex fragrances, but very few marketed towards women fragrances. I just like that vintage masculine vibe. I don't like the modern masculine vibe very much, but I like the vintage masculine sort of perfumes, you know? It's just, they're the fragrances I like. If I liked vintage women's fragrances or modern women's fragrances, they're the ones I would wear. I do have a few, though. I've got the Secret de Parfum by, by YSL. I've got Rochas Femme, you know, Feminité Dubois, which is one of the best fragrances I own. I can't see many others. Cuir de Lancôme. Cuir de Lancôme's quite a feminine targeted fragrance. It's got apricot in it. I kind of feel like apricot's quite femme. You know? Man, I got lucky and got it at Ulta Beauty. Went to Dillard's, but they were sold out already. Maybe a really obnoxious scent like 2008-ish Mugler Alien. You were smelling very nice when we ate dinner in the car. Someone marketed for ducks. That's right. Modern masculines, shower gel scent. Yes. Vintage are great. I've discovered Zeno recently. Love it, says Emery. Yes, it's fantastic. I've got lots of 70s feminines, very green and comfortably unisex, plus the Girl On classics. Yes. I'm going to go find Baymax and take out my rage or I'll be awake all night. Yes. Play with Baymax. Tickle him lots. Give him lots of tickles and chase him around. Zoomies. Also, send me pictures of Baymax and I will share them with the chat. Oh, thank you. Yes, you smell nice. Yes, you did. Oud Satin Mood is for manly men, says Pradeep. That's right. Base Stress Buster Max. Yes, he is big and wobbly. Well, he is small and wobbly. But he is quite long. He's a long boy. A big, long Baymax. He is also very silly. Short on height, long on silly. Oh no! There we are. Oh dear. Show Baymax some cat brain rot. Baymax is the cat brain rot. You know? I found a sample of Odell 10 Is that... Oh, God, who's that by? Oh, God. I can't remember who made those. Odin? Is that by the House of Odin? Oh, it's Comme des Garçons. I see, there was a house called Odin, and they had a lot of different numbers in, and I always wanted to try them all, but I could never find them. You know? A row after row of boring shower gel type scents in the shops, yes. I'm really sad I ended passing on it. How did you like it? Is Modern Santa Magic School as good as the vintage stuff? No. But it is good. But it's not as good as the vintage stuff. Here is Baymax looking very sweet. Here's a sweet boy. He trapped himself. Whoops. He locked the door behind him. Now he says, I can't leave, I'm sorry. Very ashamed. I will have to be in the bath. He's a silly sausage. He's trying to get into the bath. He's like, Mother, what are you doing in the bath? Can I get in the bath? And then he's like, oh no, it's made of water. Oh God. So he's kind of torn. He wants to be like in with his ma, but he also fears the water because he's a fool. But not to worry. Gregor. Hey Rich, do you see the connection between Hemington Waite and Feminine Dubois? Oh, maybe about 3 or 4%, not massively if I'm being honest. Fragrance Game says, are you a Mackham? Certainly not. I am a Geordie. Definitely not a Mackham. Oh, Eugene says, tell them about Rose Star. Yes, apparently the new Dior Privé is going to be called Rose Star. No fucking prizes for guessing what the main note is going to be. No prizes for predicting that's going to be the drizzling shits. Absolutely turgid pile of shite. Do you know what I'm going to do, right? Tomorrow, right, there's an auction on in the town. I'm going to have my meeting at 10 o'clock, right? I'm going to go into town, right? I'm going to take my fucking Bois d'Argent cologne with us, right? I'm gonna go to the auction. I'm gonna fucking have a mince around and see what's there and see what's fucking going on, right? And then I'm gonna go down to the Dior boutique, right? I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna be like, "You fucker, come here." And I'm gonna go right up to the Dior sales associate. I'm gonna be like, "Get your fucking Bois d'Argent out, spray it on one arm, right?" And then he's gonna do that, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, it's nice, isn't it?" And I'm gonna be like, "No, it's shite. Try this, you bitch." And spray him with the fucking Bois d'Argent out of cologne. How do you like them fucking apples? I might just headbutt him. Just like, it's just to make myself feel better. Know what I mean? I might just beat him up. The Baymax flip book. I could honestly have about 1,000 pictures of Baymax on my phone. That's guys, I fear you'd say that. We'll have to be very patient and keep looking for a vintage bottle. Nick, you're in the UK, aren't you? Let's count how many vintage bottles I've got of it. But I can tell you right now, mate, I'll be honest with you. Let's count how many bottles I've got, and I'll let you know. I think I've got 2 or 3, but if I've only got 2 or 3, I'll probably not let them go. My scent of the day is... Didn't worry, mate, nobody's perfect. Hemington Wait might have a plum. What a silly name, but it smells like a sweet teenage rose juice. Yeah, probably. Freshly squeezed Kirkjohn. The horrible shit. Hey, Jay Smooth, how are you? Sorry if anybody's just walked into hearing me threaten the fucking Dior sales. I thought he's done nothing to us, you know? I think Hemington Wait is a rework of Dominated Dubois. That's an outrageous statement. Good grief. Oof, I'm not sure about that. Dominated Dubois is really smooth and velvety and feels like the texture of rose petals, you know, soft and lovely. I can see it now. Rich gets jailed at the perfume counter. As long as it's not the Dior perfume counter, I can't be arsed with being fucking stuck there for a while. The cathartic headbutt. Fragrance Game says, I am a Magnum. Your accent was hard to detect. I work at the Freeman in the Newcastle lad. They're a so strong accent. I can't understand them. Outrageous. You work at the Freeman. I go to the Freeman for me. I'll see Dr. Stevenson. I'll see Dr. Stevenson at the Freeman. Kick him in the nuts. I used to take my friend to the cardiovascular department there. Didn't work because he fucking deed now, to be fair. Not to worry. I hope Rose Star is as good as Rose Exposed. Joke, says Jordan. Has to speak with Kirky. Oh dear, I really will go to jail for that one. No worries, Rich, I'll hunt one down on Abe's. Kirky sounds more like so bad it's good. At least. I returned to Lisbon last Sunday for a few weeks, and while at Zurich Airport, I tried infamous Dior on Parfum 2025. Fucking hell is worse than I thought. Basically, La Mala Elixir with a hint of cheap iris. Ew! Hemington Wait equals Paprika Brazil. That's an outrageous statement as well. What's going on? How many sprays do you recommend of Chanel Cologne Concentrate? I must have used about 10 today. It's my scent of the day. Agreed with use in a moment. I was nearly sick when I smelled it. It's pretty strong stuff. It is pretty strong stuff, but I just wanted to batter it. As you can hear, I'm in quite an outrageous mood. I'm wearing both Balafra and Polo Green by accident at the same time. You must absolutely stink. Good grief. Oil them up with Dior extras afterwards. Nah, they're shite. They're the drizzling shits. They're fucking awful. I really hate the Amber and Away one. It's got a shit wood note in it. Something really wooden and crap. I can't believe it's Tuesday night already. What the fuck? Drizzling shits, says James. Yes! The drizzling grunts. Meanwhile, while on the Dior counter, I saw the last original Dior on Parfum 100ml for €160. I went against my no backup bottle rule and bought it. No backup bottles? Good grief, you'd have a heart attack in my house. Still need to get Agua Brava. Love it. Great cheapie. I've got vintage versions. I've got backups. But yes, I've got vintage Agua Brava. It is actually fantastic, to be fair. It's just not something... I don't know that I'd wear it as scent of the day. Do you know what I mean? I have Chanel Cologne Concentrate. I usually do 3 to 4 sprays, says Jason. Well, whatever works for you, really. I just want to fucking stink. Like, sometimes I'm just feeling like I wake up and choose violence. Like, you know what I mean? Hello, what kajal is that, says Seb101. Welcome, Seb101. I will tell you. I will tell you exactly. It is Warwick. It is Warwick by Kajal. I need to put this up for sale, actually. I actually think this is a really good fragrance. I just never wear it. It's very saffron oil kind of... It's oily, slick, wet saffron. It's a really good fragrance, actually. I don't hate Kajal. I think they're quite good. Mo's really nice, but... Here, John admitted the perfumes are Dior. The perfumes are Dior and made by his assistant Maya in the latest French interview. Well, she needs to be stopped as well. Don't know it. I have bought Solange last month. Solange is actually quite nice as well. I would have bought that too, but I've got a lot of fragrances that do the same thing. But it is a good fragrance. Kajal has a couple of good fragrances, says Joe. If you like saffron, you would love this. If you don't like saffron, you would hate it. You know? Very spicy saffron kind of thing. It's like a consultant, it seems. Which summer fragrances are you excited to wear in our 3-day summer in the northeast? Yes, well, we'll have 3 days. I'm probably going to wear Frenchy Lavande by Guerlain. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the vintage. I've got a few bottles of that, and I'm quite excited to wear that shit. And oh, I don't know. I'd have to have a look. Rich, if Creed Cologne Concentrate never existed, what would be your second choice? What do you mean? For Chanel's? Pour Monsieur EDP, which ironically was called Cologne Concentrate before they rebranded it to EDP. It depends on the type of saffron. I like the leathery kind. Whereas probably it feels like we try to do anything daring, it won't be allowed. Not that I'm defending the shite they're bringing out. I say that's about right, Jason, but it depends on the skin chemistry. Most things are really strong on me, but there are a couple I've sprayed loads, and it's definitely not a nose me, eh? Hello, how are you, Martin? Have you tried Radish Vetiver from Comme des Garçons? I thought it said Reddish Vetiver. It's Radish? No, I haven't. Do you like Tiffany for Men? Yes, I've got a bottle of that as well. I have a bottle of that. It's very nice. I haven't worn it yet. I got it last year. What's your thoughts on Aventus Absolute? Overpriced nonsense. Silly perfume. Very silly perfume. Creed are just fucking taking the piss out of people now. You know which exclusive designer line I'm currently enjoying the most? YSL Le Vestiaire. Outrageous. I can't remember what's in that line. I know Baby Cat's selling Hand Over Fist. And there's another, I think there's another one that's actually very... is it Myself? Apparently Myself is massive. Which is ironic because it's shit. But I mean, when I say it's ironic, it's not ironic, it's just depressing. It is my most complimented out of all my niche. The designer gets to win. Are you like any amen? Says Pradeep to Eugene. Tuxedo. All that stuff within about 24 hours can never wait. OG amen is good. I've got the green version that'll be going away. I might wear Vanille Havan tomorrow when I go and stunt on these hoes at Dior. I'm going to go in and tell them, excuse me, all your perfumes are fucking shit. Because Demi said she basically sleep with whoever wears it, says Pradeep. That's a good reason not to be fair. I'm wondering if MFK Oud is good in projecting and lasting. Yes. Yes, it is. Amen, says Eugene. Tuxedo was my favourite. I got like 3 litres of it, says Martin. Outrageous. I've been waiting to buy Pommel Skip for a long time, but I never did. Don't know why. Which is the best, the EDT or the EDP? I prefer the EDP, but the EDT smells lovely on other people. As soon as I put it on my skin, it smells absolutely awful. Absolutely awful it smells on me. I've been wanting to buy. So the Amen's always smelled unbearably synthetic. Yes. There's no point in denying that. Yes. Oh, my chat stopped working. Why are you like this? There it is. Tuxedo was my favourite. EDT is the absolute legend, says Nick. I've got loads of both vintage and modern. I recently purchased a bottle of Cartier Roadster. Can't wait for the weather just to warm up a little bit. Yes, it's a great fragrance, actually. I've got the mint one. I think I'm going to sell it. Might sell it to Scent Genie if she's interested. Because I know she likes it. If she doesn't want it, it's fine. Very distinctive looking bottle. You might my brother from another mother, says Prodeep. Amen line, feel big and synthetic, kind of like the Absolute Orient, says Eugene. Zhao says the Amen will always have a special place in my collection. They represent a different time in both my fragrance journey and everything was a novelty. And Fragcom also, yes, correct, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. I'm selling Pure Wood, actually, by Mugler. I'm selling Pure Wood. Put that up for sale in the last few days. Just never wear it. I've got 2 bottles. I've got a more full one with a box and this less full one without one. That Amen line. Oh, sorry. Which Chanel less exclusives have you got? I've watched so many Chanel videos on Eugene's channel lately. I have 5 so far. I have actually sold all of my Les exclusives. I had Cuir de Russie EDT from the 80s. I had Coromandel. Had Sycamore EDT. Just had Cuir de Russie EDP. I've just sold them all. Just not interested. Just not interested. I'm going to sell mine as well. It's any outrageous, are you? Do love it, but I like Mont Fresh more. Yes. Bobby Beluga. Amen on nostalgia bit. But if people smell it blind, they won't like it, says Prodeep. My wood is impure, says Nick. Shao says, meanwhile, I also tried the new Cartier Declaration EDP, and it's glorious. Prodeep was spot on. Probably will wait for the best designer release of the year. Reminds me a lot of Baruti Chai, but it's brilliant. Eugene should have owned the duck, says Prodeep. The duck be selling all his Chanels before that Kajal. To be honest, I didn't know I had it. Like, the duck. I heard the Sycamore EDT was amazing, says Scent Genie. It was okay. Outrageous, says Lost Scent. Hello, Pat. Un bel amordet from Parfum d'Empire is your scent of the day. Sampling the whole line, I'm quite surprised how fairly priced they are. Yes, them and Healy. Yes, them and Healy. When I said before that, when you said you'd bought a bottle of Cartier Roadster, I thought you meant a bottle of Cartier Pasha. Jeannie, if you're selling your Roadster, let us know. I'm gonna sell my Pasha Mint, not Roadster. I'm keeping that. I seriously need to try Roadster, says Nick. Yeah, it's brilliant. Anubis and Angelique are lovely too. Fragrance Game says, was interested in getting into Roger fragrances. Went to the Metro and smelled loads. They were overrated in my opinion, although they were okay. Yes, they're massively overrated and massively overpriced. Oh, I'm selling my Pasha Mint too. Ah, right. Well, let me know if you want to sell your Roadster. Actually, I might be coming into some Roadster. A guy I know has been travelling and has been keeping some Roadster for me. Is Roadster Sport worth a go? I thought it was awful. I didn't think it was awful. I just thought it was shit. I just thought it was boring and shit. Dunhill for Men still in your lineup. I've still got it, but it's not in my lineup. I need to sell that off as well. I've only ever tried Dryad. I need to get a sample set. Yes, I need to start going through those samples as well. I've got the Papillon samples, and I need to go through them. But yeah, the Roger fragrances are massively, massively overpriced, mate. Just leave them well alone. They've all been reformulated and repackaged as well since he's moved on from the brand. And also, from a moral point of view, if you're into morals and stuff like that, he's not a perfumer, and yet he tells everybody he is, and then threatens to sue people. James on the pact on the OD. Rich, do you own D&G by man? If so, do you wear it? I used to, and I sold it. Nick S, let me know what you think of it when you try it. Lily says, go through the Papillon with Eugene. I was supposed to do a video with Eugene on Friday, and I just felt like shit. The poison kicked the shit out of us on Thursday night. Oh. Is the vintage Dunhill for Men much better than the modern? Yes, I think it is. Fuck. Yes, I think it is. Oh. I also have a bottle of Pasha de Cartier fresh a month. Those bottles are fetching a pretty penny on eBay now. Yeah, that's the one I've got. That's what I'm talking about selling. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Yeah, I'm thinking about selling that too. Or I'm going to sell it. Nice bottle. Ah! Mine itchy spine. Do. What's the next video with Eugene? Well, we were going to do top 10 dark scents. What's the next video with Eugene? Thoughts on Mathieu Premier fragrances? They're all fucking appalling. I've actually got a first impressions video on them. They're so bad. They're so bad. They were an influencer brand. Sending out free bottles left, right and centre. And then they stopped and everybody stopped talking about them. Been napping, how are you? Top 10 Surge. No, don't do Surge yet, says Lily. Pasha the Cartier Mint. I never get rid of it. It reminds me of my father too much. That's a good reason to keep it. Oh wow, top 10 dark scents. Love it. Hard week, yes, says Nino. Colleague from work had 2 death cases in the family, so I'm working 8 shifts in a row. Damn. Scent of the night is Pinot Silvestre Vintage. That is very sad. Welcome, Divine. Howdy, free bottle. Scent of the day is Angel Chez Paradis. Are you saying that you got a free bottle of that, or everybody at Excellence got one when they met Killian? Should have told him that his names are fucking stupid. Salvador Dali Paul Rom is dark enough for me, says Duchamp. Don't listen to Lily, says James. No, I endeavour not to listen to Lily. And imagine Eugene loving dry out as it's like dry, simplified, Volden of wheat. I have seniority now, James, says Floral Notes. Matchia Premiere are now 240 quid for 100 mil too. Yeah, the whole Veblen thing goes along in Fragcom. If something's more expensive, people think it's good, and it's not. It's really not. I just get what you're saying, and I agree. I see the similarity between Volden and Dryad. Dryad and Anubis were nice. Angelique too. Curious about Epona. I think it's like Fahrenheit. It's got a bit of Fahrenheit about it. Like, imagine a man wearing Fahrenheit riding a big smelly horse. Divine says, the funny thing with this new Angel shower is that the cap has this weird lacquered smell. So if you smell the atomizer without spraying it, it just smells like the floor decor. Epona is not horsey enough, probably, but couldn't hold the dry down. Divine says, I didn't get this for free, and from what I understand, nobody did. Killian doesn't like to give shit as freebies. I saw 2 people on Instagram who got a bottle, and I think they both paid. Scent is quite nice, though. Smells a bit too feminine for me. Oh, there was like a massive thing at Essence where they all went in for a dinner with him. And, some choice people went in for a dinner with him. And they all got lots of his drinks. And they got like a box with like one of the new Angel shares in it or something, or one of the new fragrances. Might not have been that one specifically, but fuck that. I got still piss and hay in the dry down, says Senjini. Same here, I've got 30 ml of the parfum, and it's gorgeous, really complex, says Nick. Imagine paying 3,000k for Meow and it'd be mediocre. What? Speak English. Somebody late, showing late for the duty, says Mitra. Vampiric Academia 6, the Lord of the Frag Tube Underworld. Woo! How spooky. Look out. I've decided to get Bogway Mem first over Papillon. It's bloody great. Divine says, yeah, that was related to Killian opening a boutique in Milan one day before I saw Gerino on a viral clip where the Killian honestly said he's dropping 5 extras lately all at once. Ooh, do you know what it is? I think that's a bad idea. Do you know when they release the perfumes all at once, like a whole new line, all at once? Like, I'm with you. I think that's a bad idea. Like, you just can't absorb them. It's like it's a shotgun approach. You know what I mean? To me, that says that the perfumes are cheap and that they can afford to make 5 all at the same time, chuck them at the wall, see what sticks, get rid of the shit ones, and just keep that. That's obviously the cheaper option. You know what I mean? Welcome, Certainly Danny. How are you doing? Do you think Koros is for old men? No, but it can be. The return of the mustache in popular culture shows that, and the mullet shows that Koros is back, baby. Nah, Koros isn't out of fashion. It's too good. It's not just for old men. It can be. Old men can wear it, but I don't. At one point I had 10 bottles of that stuff. I think I've got about 5 now. Really enjoy the Dior Privé line so far. I bought Eden Rock, New Look 1947. But Sauvage, I am ashamed to say, I like the latest New Look also. What about Bois d'Argent? Bois d'Argent is good. Bois d'Argent's the best one. I think it's one of the best fragrances of the century. Among those five black Phantom Extra and Smoking Hot Extra. Fuck. Chorus is for bears at the gay bar, says Floral Notes, who used to be one of them. From what I understand, Straight to Heaven Extreme is also returning. The other two were feminine. Throw it at the ball and see what sticks. Jeremy Fragrance is releasing a $500 fragrance. Yes, he is. He's a fucking... He's turned to shit. Max 40 had a secret meeting with Killian, probably deciding which person's neck they were going to bite and consume the blood of. I tried Mem and Mai. I like Mai better, but then I have tried the same time Mime and Salome, and I like Salome more. I was curious of other papillons after that. I like Tobacco Rose. I think Tobacco Rose is the best one. Vintage fragrances are making a comeback, says Jeannie. I've had it for years and can't make my mind up. I've got a sample of Bois d'Argent, but I can't smell much from it. Yes, that's because they have reformulated it to death. They have reformulated it to death. Vampiric Academia 6. Is that you, Bilbo? Anyway. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, that would be fine. I wouldn't hold it against you. Now, and Taste is back in style. Fashion models are wearing it, but choruses when they throw it at the toilet after parties, says Prodeep. Jay Smooth says, I recently came across a very good deal of a bottle of Victor and Rolf Antidote. Have you ever gotten your nose on it? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Hope you're well, Rich Mitch. I'm all right, sir. Danny, how are you? Always loved Bois d'Argent, never bought it, and now it is water, says Paul Fennel. Yes, the best time to buy is always at the time. Always loved Bois d'Argent, never bought it. I hope you're well, Rich Mitch. It better smell like Neff's a hedonistic if he wants to release a $500 scent. It better smell fuck's sake better than that. I think Vintage on Taste might be too dank for me, says Lily. Might get a modern one, wimp. I think any man can wear Chorus, really. Have you tried the latest formula? It's really easy for me to wear. Yeah, it's actually the latest stuff's not that bad. I've gone through 250 ml of it. I like the original Charles of the Brits. I've got the original formula from like 1982 or something like that. And it's a honey fragrance. RN, Welcome Waffle. I've got the one in the white bottle. But part of it reminds me of the piss cubes in a urinal. That's exactly what it's supposed to remind you of. It's doing its job perfectly. That's exactly what it's supposed to smell like. That and soap. Oh. How tasty. Some more water for me. Chorus is a brilliant fragrance, even the modern versions are sound. Much better, thanks for asking. Lilith, modern is more unisex. Still is strong. Product says, do you have 5 guys there? Shocked by the amount of fries in the bag this last weekend. Sent it back. I don't want to die. You sent it back? Probably the first person in history to send back chips. Too many chips. What? Did you see Les and Demadabra are going to start selling 100 ml Vanille Havana? I bet that'll be an expensive bottle. It cannot be more than 350 quid or they're shooting themselves in the foot. I have a feeling it'll be closer to 400, if not 400, you know. But yes, I did see that. They're also releasing Rose de Jamal Extrait And they are also releasing Orange Sirocco extras, so I'll be fucking buying both of those because I love them both. Shit. And you can't get samples of it. Thank you, Certy Danny. Maybe I will see you later tonight. Nice to see you, and thanks for coming. Do you only Creed, says Fragrance Gamer? Roll for Royal and Island Water for me. I bought a Portugal, but the rest are pop. I have got vintage bottles, actually. I've got the old 120ml bottles. I've had a lot and I've sold a lot, but the ones I've got left are Green Irish Tweed, Royal Oud, Bois de Portugal, Viking, an Original Vetiver, and Himalaya. Really like Himalaya. I'm actually looking forward to wearing that again. Wear that in the spring because it's quite creamy sometimes. Pradeep, share the fries. Yes, could have given them to a person on the street, but no. Pradeep had to give them back and put them in the bin. I've got a mini of that version, but it's more of an occasional wear. Pradeep, are they called freedom fries over there? Lol. Fascism fries, says Vampiric Academia. Well, there was enough for a week. Cajun too. Yeah, I like the Cajun ones. Co-op dirty fries are incredible. Some of the stuff that Co-op makes is fucking immense. Probably share with friends. Don't go by yourself to 5 guys. You're supposed to go with 4 other guys. Extra Jamal. Now I want a fat milkshake to dip my chips in, says Lily. Ew! Sounds like a filthy euphemism. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Looking forward to a review of the new Serge Lutens Revert, Vente, and Hope. The Serge Lutens, I don't think I'll be getting that. And Hope, I think you mean, is the Frederick Malle, and I've done a first impression of that. I thought it was a bit crap, actually. Lovely incense note in it, but apart from that, I thought it was shit. It smells like promise, which is like half the fucking price. But that's what perfume houses are doing now. I don't know about dipping chips in a milkshake, brother. Ooh. Told you Prody was never happy with anything. It's a good observation. So many people dip chips in milkshakes this fragrance game. Whoever even thought of this? I have never done that shit. I have never and will never do that shit. That is wild. I'm with you. I'm with Pradeep on that. Absolutely. So many people dip chips in milkshakes. No spice and Woodrich. I thought you had that. No, I don't, actually. I don't have that. I don't have any of those bottle ones. Sweet salty combo. It's delicious. Ew. It was the small size too. The large could probably feed me street. My next purchase will be Tom Ford's Oud Mineral. I want to smell like salty seaweed driftwood. What you need to get yourself is that Strangelove perfume. Silence the Sea. That shit smells like all the sea smells. Fuck. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Heresy, says Nick. I dare you, says Lily. Not settling for what's given is the way to improve and move forward. That is what Pradeep is saying. One moment, friends. Sorry, friends, I've absolutely lost what I'm supposed to be doing here. There we are. Anyone else like Rich Mitch's beard ASMR, says Arlen. It's not even 5% of the Frenchies here. Who's your favourite perfumer if you have one? Has to be Jacques Polish for me. Probably Christopher Sheldrake. I'll buy you more cafe cans if you dip a fry in a milkshake and eat it on stream. Buy them first and then I might do it. My little pizza place does Ferrero Rocher and Bounty milkshakes. Fucking genius, says Nick. Favourite perfumes for Rich, Sheldrake, Gerald Anthony. They are two of my favourites, absolutely. Anik Minardo, Andy Tower. I've been massively appreciating me towers this year. Lone Star Memories and fucking Leaded Desert Marrakesh. Leaded Desert Marrakesh might be the best vanilla perfume. I might do an alternative vanilla top 10. Lots of vanillas that nobody's fucking put into their lists. All the vanilla perfumes that you hear people put out now are just fucking woeful, like, you know. You could just do an absolute cop-out and say, my top 10 perfumes with vanilla in. And it could just be anything. It could just be anything from your collection. Anything. I don't think there are any perfumes that don't have vanilla in. It's almost like it's got to be there to be a perfume. That's like the qualifying factors. Ugh. Five Guys began in my town. I do recall the extra generous helping of fries. Yeah, they put an extra scoop just in the bag. Lithium Ma. Mr. Days Rich would be shopping on stream. That would, is that when I was with Dura Rose? Now he's got nothing to buy. Oh, you mean just online? Ah. Yes, there's nothing to buy. Sorry, I'm literally not looking to buy any perfumes at the minute. Like, not out of some self-imposed fucking, like, oh, I've got to stop. I've got price. Like, there's nothing to buy. There's nothing I want. You know what I mean? If there was something I wanted, I'd buy it. There's nothing there. All the perfumes I want, I can't get. Eau Noir, Eau de Cologne, I want that. Oh, God knows. Like I say, there's a lot of perfumes out there, and I don't want any of them. Have you seen that girl caught on cam dipping chicken tenders in a cook? Oof, entire crowd booed. Yeah, that's... Boo! I'd boo. Booed pillows, says Lily. He's completed it, Lily. What's the best architectural top 5 cities, towns to visit in the UK? Fuck! Newcastle actually does have some good fucking architecture in it from the 1800s. Durham has obviously got the cathedral. What's that place where the fucking bloke got poisoned by the Russians? With the highest church steeple in fucking Europe. That's quite good. Basically, you want to go to a lot of those fucking big... You want to go to a lot of those big fucking... those big 1800 cities. Edinburgh's got a lot of good architecture. Bristol's got some. York, obviously, York. Canterbury, yes. Isn't Five Guys overpriced shite anyway? I've been put off Five Guys because one day I was feeling extremely sick and I thought, well, I know what I'll do. I'll have something to eat. That usually works. And I had a Five Guys and I've fucking never been back. Rich, favourite Patrick Swayze movie? Donnie Darko. Considering LDDM as a vanilla scent is a bit wild, it isn't. That's an outrageous statement. It's a massive vanilla. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff going on there, but there's a fucking whopping great vanilla in there. Very, very vanilla. What? Unconventional vanillas with Eugene, but as lad, it doesn't matter. Kind delicious. Is it tasty? Is it beefy and beastly? Leave a comment down below so we can get a conversation started. Keep hearing Celine Black Tie is a great vanilla. Never tried any from that brand yet. It's fucking expensive. You should have said I could have sent you the Celine sample set, but I instead sent it to a friend. Sorry. Top 10 vanillas for Bottoms with Eugene. Bottoms with Eugene. Baby Cat is a decent vanilla. It is not. Edinburgh. L'Eau d'Ambre Extreme would be in my top 10 vanillas. Ambre Prosciutto. Ambre Prosciutto would be a top vanilla perfume. Fucking God knows loads of other things. What's that Tom Ford Noir Extreme? Durham is lovely, says Masso. Yes, it is. The Durham Cathedral is amazing. How many Newcastles you have in Newcastle? Just the one. Because the old one was fucked, so they built a new one. And there you have it. Edinburgh and Glasgow have good architecture. Indult by Tejota is the best vanilla fragrance for me. Prime Kirky. It just smells a bit gourmand. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Edinburgh had gothic stuff, and Glasgow has brutalist. Vampiric Academia says, poor Eugene. Have you ever got on your nose on Carolina Herrera Virgin Mint? No, I haven't, but I do have Carolina Herrera for men, and it's fucking class. Got the vintage one, it's awesome. Well, this is going to become a preacher. I do Celine Decant, says Mitra. Good evening, the working kitchen. I'm getting the Celine sample set when I get paid. Thanks, though. No problem. I'm still working on my list, Mitra. Sorry. I do have the Healy sample set to give away if anybody wants to pay. I tried to sell it for 40 quid. Nobody bought it. And I was like, we're fucking arseholes. So I'm going to give it away, but they will have to pay the postage. I'm still waiting on my list, Mitra. Sorry, Rich. What did you think of Amber Tibet? Oh, have I tried Amber Tibet? Pass. I can't remember trying it. Pesh Mirage. I really wanted to go to Edinburgh. I was looking for a summer job, but Brexit made it impossible. Brexit kicked us in the arse. I'm not getting into politics because I'm fuming. Fucking state of what's been going on over the last couple of weeks. I do love Peach, but not heard good things about that one, Duchamp, says St. Jeannie. I've once prayed Frederick Mall promise away from getting divorced. How do you guys deal with sensitive-nosed family members? Throw that shit out. I sold mine. It's so fucking potent. And do you know what it is? I don't think it's a very nice scent. Actually, I praised it at the time. I really enjoyed it, and then the Cypriol amberwood thing just completely became dominant and absolutely devastating, you know. I saw, just on the thing about Brexit, Jeremy Clarkson, who was massively in favour of Brexit and is all round an ignorant prick, came out last week in the newspaper and said, we've got to turn around and face fact, everybody who voted for Brexit, it was a fucking disaster. 10 years on nearly from the Brexit vote, it's been a fucking disaster. And it has been a disaster. It's been a fucking nightmare. It's been a fucking nightmare. And he made a brilliant point as well. It is easier for an Englishman to get into Iraq than it is to get into France. It is easier. If I wanted to go to Iraq, I could just go there. No problem. If I want to go to France, it's a fucking nightmare. And that has been done on purpose. And that can go and fuck off. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. We have been played beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Anyway, less of that. I would like to visit the locations of the Banshees of Inisherin. Has anyone tried YSL 37 Rue de Bellechasse? Or Bellechasse? Wow, that's insane. It is true. It's true as well. It's absolutely true. Put in Jeremy Clarkson Brexit. See what his latest fucking piece has been about. It's one of the first things I've agreed with from Jeremy Clarkson basically since I've ever become aware of him. You know, he's brilliant when he's talking about cars. As soon as he opens his mouth about anything else, he's talking out his arse. Mention, do you get any similarities with Dioram DHP? Please don't go to Iraq. Well, I'm not going to. You know what I mean? Going to France is a nightmare because of the French people. Yes, that is it is one of the drawbacks of going to France, to be fair. You know? Yeah, how do you feel about going to France? Well, what about all the French people? Say, oh, God. And they're staunchly against speaking English as well. Unless you go to, like, one of the major shopping places. You go to, like, other places in France, they're like, ugh, don't really want to talk English, if I'm being honest. But they can talk English, they can speak English better than everyone else. You know? Like, their grasp of English is sensational. But they just don't want to, in typical French style. You know? Oh! I hear that's more of an issue in Paris. I mean, the Parisian fucking culture. I mean, even the French people don't like the Parisians, to be fair. And then the Parisians call fucking French people who aren't from Paris what do they call them? Provincials. Well, the French can do what they want. It's France. It's their France, isn't it? Everyone spoke English to me in France. Yeah, but you're Canadian. You know? You're Canadian. Of course they did. If an English person goes to France, they're like, do you not speak French? Do you know what I mean? Hello, Omar. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I need to go and dehydrate. The rule of thumb here is that what language would you speak when you were knackered and hungry? Yes. I'm going to dehydrate. I'll be back. Oh, yeah. Billy Rover. Hello, it's me. I'm back. You just need to be nice and swearless, Duck. Fuck that. That's true, Rich. My friends have said that. Made sure you were a different kind of beast. Yes, the rule of thumb here is what language would you speak when you were knackered and hungry? Scent of the day, Dioram original, enjoyable and soft. Yeah, Canadians get nice treatment everywhere, including Iraq. I like French fries and French vanilla, but not the French people, says Jared. Made sure they don't like it when I spoke English, and I promise I didn't swear. I know turn on, especially since James told me how to do a double-decker. It's an upper-decker. Happy for finding a Dioram Parfum 100ml online. Let's see if they send it. The French can smell the English getting off the aeroplane. You can't fool them, says RN. Still remember the head of the bank at the city centre who gets millions wouldn't speak English? Of course not. He's French. Wore Mitsuko Parfum de Toilette the other day. It's so lovely and rich. Probably will call you for help if I get stuck with silly French people. How long till you go to Prague? Rich, do you have any favourite fresh, boozy summertime fragrances? Fresh and boozy? Fuck! Fresh and boozy for the summertime. Probably Oranger Sirocco. Oranger Sirocco. I don't know how boozy it is, but that orange blossom is quite syrupy, which can give the impression of booze. It's very rich, but it's brilliant. I love it. I fucking love that shit so much. I dread running out of it, Jenny. Got quite cheap. Drop out, nice one. Hope you have a good one. Mojito said, girl on hob. Yes, everyone is saying a girl on hom. La hom. Mojito. I am going to be... Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, forget that. Hom. Au givre. Mon vetiver. Juniper gin. Yeah, what do you call them? Penhaligons have got a few fragrances like that, to be fair. You know. Juniper sling. That kind of thing. Frappant Le Humaniste. I loved Frappant 1270. And I got a bottle of it a while ago. I mean, a couple of years ago now, thinking it was going to smell the same as it did. The first time I smelled it, and it hadn't changed. I had, and I found it incredibly sweet. God, it was sweet. Fuck. Too much. So sweet. Fuck. It was like getting a sugar rush when I sprayed it. And the Humaniste. Yeah, none of those Frappant fragrances were very good performance. 1270 is very good. I really loved it back in the day. And then I bought another bottle of it and I was like, whoa, settle. I see Penhaligons on discount sites for good prices again. Maybe not as cheap as before, but good. Yeah. Discount sites are really struggling. Really struggling to be what they used to be 10 years ago. Discount sites used to have, brilliant discounts. And now they don't. You're lucky if you get 10 or 20% off. You really are. Trying to decide what I'm going to wear for the rest of this week. Oh, I might wear on Tears. Fahrenheit Absolute. Queer Canage. Fuck, I've got choices, that's good. The new tear directly released on discounters. Oh god, that's not a great look, is it? I've got a few Penhaligons, says Nick. Juniper Sling, Sartorial, Castile, and considering English Fern. I love Penhaligons. I'm looking forward to wearing Sartorial. Do you play the piano or the harpsichord? No, says Dushan. Nothing is as cheap as before. That is true. That is very true. I like the older Penhaligons, don't like the new ones. They're too aromacanically. Probably my local dealer has a full box of Dior Parfums 25 and it's not in the shops yet here yet, says Dropout. Or do you mean Orange Sirocco by Alessandro Madabla? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I love English Fern, but I don't think I'd wear it very often somehow. Back market is booming. Wear paddock. I will be wearing paddock. I can safely tell you I'm going to wear the living fuck out of that. Thank God. Yikes, think it happened here. Black market. Well, black markets always are booming, aren't they? Especially when times are like this. You know? Where epic man, says Jared. Why sell Wild de Parfum as a good alternative to Orange or Sirocco? No, it's not. No, it's not. And you know it's not. Orange or Sirocco has a massive ambroxan note. But it's like the ambergris type of ambroxan, not the type of ambroxan that's in Sauvage. It's got a big, fresh sea air kind of vibe. So if you can imagine at the top, it's got this boozy, syrupy kind of orange blossom, thick, rich, syrupy, slightly boozy. And then slightly mandarin type thing going on. And then it kind of becomes diffuse and airy with this massive ambroxan note. And then in the base, it's thick and rich again with all these fucking balsamic notes. It's brilliant. It's absolutely fucking brilliant. Mm-hmm. Oh God, what have I done? I'm looking at the wrong page. There it is. So, yes. Again, has anybody got a heat pump installed? I'm waiting for Paddock to be out for sale. Looks like it's not happening. I don't think it is happening, to be fair. I don't think it's happening. It's very nice engineering in the vein of things like Fougere Royale EDP and Trumper's Wild Fern. That early Fern style, I'd say EF is the more unisex of those. I love Fougere Royale. Yeah, Fougere Royale is really nice, but I've got Beau de Jour, the original private blend version, and I just think that it's just, again, one of the last great Tom Fords. Like, Mitra is not selling Paddock. She has sold it. It is gone. Can Paddock be like a signature scent, or is it a bit moody? It's not moody at all. It's not moody at all. Oh, it's so good. Yes, keep coping. Duck Next Patchouli Noise. That is a masterpiece with amberwoods. Nah, that's not a masterpiece at all. I'm really struggling with it, like. I think I've got about 40 mil left in that bottle. I don't know, I might try and sell it. The new one, the new Les and Demodable, is going to be an Immortelle fragrance. It will be coming out later in the year. I suspect we might get Eugene's new fragrance before we get that one, though. I love the chamomile note and Fougere Royale, says Duchamp. Yes, the chamomile is fantastic, says Nick. Yes, I fear Paddock is it's very gone, friends. It's very gone. No more horse talk for us. There was a spate of fucking horse perfumes last year, wasn't there? Zhao says, Immortelle from Les and Demodable. I'm hyped. Are you a big Immortelle fan? See, I'm not. So I don't know what this perfume's going to do. You know? I don't know what we're going to get. Like, it might be the first one I don't buy. I will be buying those 2 extras, though. Fuck. Sentiment says, yeah, especially if it's that crunchy caramelized Immortelle. We'll have to see what they're doing with Immortelle, actually. We'll have to see. I love Manos Gerakinakis. Gerakinis. Immortelle. What extras? So they're doing a Rose de Jamal extra and they're doing an Orange Sirocco extra. Soul Goo. Have you smelled different vintages of Bowling Green by Jeffrey Bean? It's such a perfect springtime dad frag. No, I haven't. But I can imagine that. Jeffrey Bean did a lot of great dad frags. Rich, can you recommend me some of your favorite mint-based fragrances? Roadster. Roadster is one of my very, very favorites. Oh, God. Montfresh. Montfresh is an outrageously good fucking mint-based fragrance. There's mint in Rose de Jamal. Oh, God, what else? Jeannie will be able to help here because she's a massive mint fan. I struggle to name things off the top of my head like that. I need them in front of us to be able to prompt us. My memory's atrocious. Geranium Pour Monsieur, says Eugene, and he is right. Love your contributions to Les Odorants. Thank you, Saul Goo. You are very kind. It's Immortelle Solaire. Do something outdoorsy. Maybe like the Parfum d'Empire. Empire. Rose de Jamal Extra. Rose de Jamal's got mint in it. It's got a lovely mint in it. Interesting that they're already releasing an extra of Orange Sirocco. That is interesting, isn't it? I wonder if it was popular. Because, I mean, Vanille Van, Orange Sirocco, and Rose de Jamal are probably my 3 favourites without going through them all again. But I've got fucking loads of them, and I love them. It's a great brand. I got excited thinking that 100ml of Vanille Van was going to be for all of them. But apparently not, which is a shame. But Azure is minty. It's aromatic. It's green aromatics at the top. Vintage Derby has a mint in it. Honneur de Samsara. There's a vintage version of Samsara called Honneur de Samsara. And that's got a big mint in it. Vanilla Van will have 100 ml size. Yes, it will. Yes, it will, Zhao. Zhao's finding out all the news. Herba Fresca. Yes, Herba Fresca. That's right. Comme de Garçon Green, says Proddy. This is what the chat's really good for, isn't it? Like, the chat's always really helpful with shit like this. Interesting, they're already releasing an extra. Yeah, that it is interesting, that actually. What's your opinion on Cartier Declaration Frige? Not a big fan of any of the declarations, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I can feel it in my wallet as well, Joe. Fuck. I associate extras, especially roll-ons, with heavy, warm vanilla amber scents and ouds. Unusual to do Rose de Jamal and Oranger. Depends how they smell. Oranger has a very resinous, kind of base, though. Girl on Ideal Cool, but it's discontinued. I sampled Portrait of a Lady recently and was well impressed with the roses as someone who's grown quite a few, says Nick. Very realistic, somehow rich and transparent at the same time. Mint and Air de Samsara is very nice indeed. Damn, this is like, what the fuck have I been missing? Uranium Paul Monsieur is unbeatable, though multiple constructions of mint, says Pradeep. Rich, have you tried Dolce & Gabbana Intenso? Don't think so. Declaration smells like a lecherous old man at a tango club. Jay Smith says, Jenny, I have pretty much all the ones you mentioned except for Guerlain's Herba Fresca. That's one of the best ones, actually. It's really good. 100 ml from Les Indomitable will be expensive as hell. Yes, I would expect the best part of 400 euros, if not 400 euros. If I was there, I'd ask them how much they were going to charge for it and plead with them to make it 350. They'd sell it hand over fist. Douglas Les Indomitables one-man focus group, says Pradeep. I hate an Intenso too, synthetic smelling in the dry down, says Nick. What about Eau de Sud? Annick Goutal for mint. Eau de Sud, I'll be wearing that as well. I'm a big fan of Eau de Sud. I can't remember mint though. I'd have to get it, and I will be getting it out on Saturday, I think. I think we're going to do the rotation on Saturday. See, this Egoist Cologne Concentrate's got a big syrupy fucking mandarin at the top. And that gives a booziness to it as well. Same as M7. It's got this kind of resinous... Rob's Wickies Boss Bottle Absolute, a good review, says Carl. I love the mint in Eau de Guerlain. Yes, that's quite nice, yes. 400, no, that's like 50 plus 50. 400 euros, only 20 euros saving on buying 250 ml. Surely not. 3675. Come on. You're saying that more in hope than expectation. Their prices are very high. Shao says Boss Bottled Absolute is fantastic, especially from a mainstream designer. Might have to check that out. Thanks, Janie. Imagine 500 for terroir reasons, says Pradeep. Nice mint and Lorenzo Vellarese's yerba mate and tea. There aren't that many mint-based fragrances around, actually. Like, that's not a big, like... It's not a big thing, you know? Like, oud is a big thing, and fucking lavender and vanilla and all that sort of thing. Not mint. Quite a small sample. I'll tell you who would do a good mint. Hermes. I bet Hermes would do a good mint. Those Boss Bottle flankers get tons of love on base notes. Well, Not to worry. If the 200ml of, if the 100ml of Vinea Van is over 370, I will for sure not get it, says Carl. It should be 350 at the most. At the most, it should be 350. Very niche community, the mint comms, says Ginny. You are right, it is very niche. Have you tried Orange Soleil from Girl On? If so, what do you think of it? I haven't, Benji, no. So do I, Ginny. I think I have like a dozen mint. Well, what mint fragrances have you got? Tell us in case there are some we don't know and would like to know, you know? Ooh, can't wait to get stuck in a Hermes eau de cologne this summer. The Working Kitchen, says Rich. When are you going to come out with a re-review of Patchouli Rosé? Now it is your most worn and favourite lesson Dabbler of all time. Dent don't lie. The motherfucking dent, right? The dent it may not lie, but it's not telling the whole truth, right? So the dent isn't being straight up fucking liar, but it's not telling the truth. It's not telling the whole truth either. You know what I'm saying? It's not telling the whole truth at all. Because I use that one in an effort to try and rid myself of it. You know? I use that one in... Oh, fuck. I need to double check that I've got the lid on that. Yeah, it needed a little fucking extra. I remember speaking with Remy about having 100ml, and he said that it would not be worthy for all of them because it would be around in the €400 mark and would not pay off because not everyone would be willing. And he's right, if that's what it goes to. But I imagine that is what they're going to do because they're very expensive. Orange Vert Cologne is the Hermes one I think of with mint. I've got a vintage Eau de Orange Vert. That's what I don't think that was before it was called Orange Vert. Carvan Low Intense is a great cheap mint fragrance by Kirk Jones, says Carl. Doesn't Demodabler do bespoke too? If anybody wants to blow some cash, I would have them make a mint fragrance. I would have them make a mint fragrance with that fucking mint that they've got that they use in Rose de Jamal. Mint, myrrh, maybe vanilla, patchouli. No fucking amberwoods though. Mint au quack. Unless and Demodolas do bespoke too. This was last year. Yes, that's right, Jean. I remember when you went last year. Masochist behaviour. And there's Monsieur Lee. Yes, Monsieur Lee's really nice, yes. I quite happily just have a whole collection of Hermes. Just shake it, yeah. Bellamy bottles would keep me satisfied for most of the year, says Nick. I've got a shaker bottle. Fuck knows how much that would fetch. So Ogiver has some mint. Do you like Gallop? Minted Duck has a nice ring to it. Duck Commissioner mint from the unpronounceables, please. If somebody else wants to pay for it, that's what I'll do. We need an incense from them. Yes, I agree. We absolutely need an incense from them. There is no listed mint, basil, and orange, but giving the vibe of mint in orange vert. Sounds like Russian tea, says Pradeep. Yeah, so the shaker or a button top would do for me. Oh, this one. I don't know how much it would cost. Oh, tens of thousands. Tens of thousands. It'd be like fucking... It's tens of thousands just to get fucking Antoine to fucking put it together, never mind the materials. If I was going to get one done, I'd probably get Antoine to do it. If I was going to get a perfume made at the minute, I'd probably get Mr. Lee to do it, like, absolutely. Is that one very close to the shaker bottle version, Richard? No. No. Yes, Rich. Beautiful Bellamy. My bad, the cologne has mint, the concentrated tea doesn't. Welcome, Abdulaziz. How are you? Ow! Let's use my arms. Fucking, where is it? Where is it? Right. There's your vintage Hermes eau de cologne. Excuse me whilst I stunt on these hoes. And there is your fucking vintage Bellamy shaker bottle. How do you like them apples? My bad, the cologne, mate. You need to try Spirit de Tigre. What is that thing doing next to the other two? Says Abdullah. I know you mentioned it to me, I try not to disappoint. That's the good stuff, says Nick. Fuck! The Bellamy, says Dick. Going to Japan on the hunt for vintage frags, amongst other things. Which three would you buy if you started fresh? I've got Cologne Concentrates and must buy so far. Wish you have the Hermes or the Cologne bar soap? Yeah, possibly. Don't know. It'll be in the bar soap video if I do. Which one of the Bellamy versions is better? Fwah. 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 Bush. Oops. You fucking mother's ass. Eyes are on Mrs. Line, the reason why. While breath burn the tears real strong. I'm going to shake a Bellamy on my trip to Slovenia and Italy. Which one of the Bellamy versions is better? Ooh. I prefer this one, but this one is outrageous. It's so smoky. It's so... The leather... I think the leather in this one's actually better. The spray is quite good, actually. Ooh. It might be proven as wrong there, actually. The ladies will keep far away from you, Doogie, said Oren. So you would like the first reformulation of the Shaker. Hermes needs to do a patch. Yes, Shaker version is probably my favourite fragrance with a prominent leather note of all time. Bellamy and Vintage Mitsuko are on my radar for sure. Shaker is better, but that's just because it was my first love, says Dick. Them cocktails, all the Bellamy was very spicy for me, like chicken pepper curry. Prefer the Jean-Claude Elena, says Pradeep. This, the Hermes Eau de Cologne. Wow, it's orangey. Fuck, it's orange. Massive orange note. Fucking hell. And it's this is an old bottle, by the way. This is an old bottle because it's got the fucking 4-digit batch code on. RC1. Fuck, what's that say? Looks like it says Royd. RC1D. RC1D is the batch code on that. And then if you look on the batch code here, it is MA2C, right? And then this version, which came out in 2002, has a 5-digit batch code of 1CAAT. So those are two old ass bottles. These are fucking ancient. Eau de Gentian Blanche is my favourite from that line. That is incredibly orangey. Like, proper fucking orange fragrance, that. That's frighteningly orange. I'm terrified by its power. Fuck. I remember that Dimitri thingy of scent. He absolutely fucking loved that. He loves that stuff. He's probably the best person to ask about that. Sorcery of scent. Fucking love that eau de cologne. Beautiful florals, lovely honeysuckle notes, says Nick. I never even touch it. Never touch it, never reach for it. Never think about it. I have Pure Distance M, which is one of my favourite all-time fragrances ever, and is very close to Bellamy. Will be interesting to know which version is closer to. I mean, Roger, everything Roger does has been a clone or a copy of something else. Bowling Green to me is the only one I'll buy multiple backups of. I think I have 18 ounces of it now. The only one that lost its way and became Drakkar, and 90% of the dry down is the English version. I feel like it has cumin in that eau de cologne. Howdy to all. Welcome, Christina. Forgot I didn't write a single comment. And taste is better than Bellamy, says Germs. Ooh, it's close. I find this one easier to wear. There's a new Roger perfumer called Cotton. Yes, that is right. It's nice to see him giving credit to the actual fucking perfumers these days. Hopefully it comes out who he has been using to make perfumes for him but not telling anyone, so they get credit for their work, you know. Managed to pick up a vintage shaker for 300 Australian. Very hard to get in Australia. Had someone sent it. Had it sent to someone in Italy who brought it back with them and then had it shipped to me. The stuff you've got to do. Sol Goose is, what's your favourite yard work fragrance, Rich? Mine's Quorum. Could be Green Irish Tweed. Could be Encre Noir. What about Eldo? You or someone like you for mint. Not smelled it in a while, but quite liked it, says Chantini. As a touch of patchouli, could be that, says Nick. Duck does horse watching in the yard. The plants love it. And where's Paddock? Yes, Paddock. Because it smells like them. They are like, this is familiar. How fetching. Oh, got me knees at 10. Oh, it's so good. I remember smelling this for the first time and just being like, fuck! I didn't know fragrances could be like this. But they can. They can be this way. And they do be this way. You know? Oh, I'm going to put my fragrances back in their cupboard. Oh, you like Phileas? Outrageous. I think I've got a mini of Phileas. Phileas Fogg. If that guy from Sunderland was still here, he'd be able to tell you who Phileas Fogg was. I think I've picked up the early 2000 version. Do you pick up any big differences, Rich, between what and what? Damn, just reapplied Phileas. Drop what you look like. Rich, when will you do the rotation? This weekend? Saturday, I think. Saturday is the 1st, so I think I'll do it on Saturday. It's like a more refined, complex yataghan. yet again, I have a bottle of, I think I'm trying to sell, unless I've sold it. Hermes Bellamy Shaker and the First Reform. So there are differences. The Shaker's a lot smokier and darker. It's lovely. They're both lovely. You can't go wrong with either of them. It just smells like, the Reform smells like Jean-Claude Elena made the same fragrance. It just smells like Jean-Claude Elena's version. You know, it's got all the things that make Jean-Claude Elena himself. Have you smelled 1920, the original? Nope. It's got a lovely cumin cedar tea, black pepper cardamom combo that smells like a blue-collar declaration. It seems like yesterday that you did the fall-winter rushes. Yes, I know. It's frightening, isn't it? It is frightening how quickly the time is passing. I love Hungry in a War on a good foggy day. We're supposed to be getting snow tomorrow. Fucking gutted. Oh, God. Pardon me. Jean-Claude Elena hides cumin everywhere, says RN. Duck seasons are too short, says Christina. It's too cold here. It could be the winter rotation volume 2. Eugene really like that Azuri by Estee Lauder. I should be able to find them for a little cheaper now, hopefully, on a discounter, yes. It's freezing, man. The show must go on. Grand Soir. I don't like Grand Soir. Didn't like Grand Soir. Oh, well, I prefer Guy Robert's work, so I'd probably end up loving the Shaker version more anyway, says Nick. You need to fly south for the winter. Yes. Yes, that's right. I need to fly south for the winter. Snow for spring rotation, the new tradition. Yes. Audrey Jane would be going mad because she says that spring doesn't start for another 3 weeks. Do you have snow? Right, James, just had a look. My God, that sounds lovely. Are there any perfumes marketed to women that you wear? Yes. Femme, Rochas Femme, Feminine du Bois. Opium, Secret de Parfum. All that good stuff. It's going to be your last scent worn of this rotation before you pack them up. Probably Tobacco Oud. Probably Tobacco Oud. And on that bombshell, my friends, on that note, I am going. I hope you have enjoyed the show. I hope you will like it if you have. I hope I will see you all again soon. Thank you for keeping me company. It has been marvelous. And I will see you then. Good night, everyone.